to strike.
But look at the power of Jan Ullrich. Armstrong in second position. Ivan Basso just hanging on to fourth place in the line, and the gap is opening. Armstrong is being put into difficulty there. He's lost the wheel of Ullrich. Ullrich has closed the gap to Vinokurov. Armstrong is having a terrible day.
Well, you say it is a terrible day, but it is a great day because he is holding on. Now Ullrich has taken over, and there's a huge cheer gone up here when they see Jan Ullrich attack in the finishing zone, and Lance Armstrong is in trouble. He wants that wheel of Ivan Basso. He needs that wheel of Basso. Armstrong in the last kilometres of the climb is now very much on the defensive. The yellow jersey is up for grabs, and there is a vacancy for the leader of the Tour de France. Armstrong is on the defensive. Jan Ullrich needs 34 seconds. Vinokurov needs 51. Less if they get in the first three because of the bonuses. This is unbelievable. Here comes, he digs deep now. Ullrich kicks again. The big man from Germany is looking for a bonus now of 12 seconds. Then we wait to see if 22 more tick by. If they do, we have a sixth leader of this year's Tour de France, and the record, by the way, stands at 8. Here comes Jan Ullrich to the line now. A final kick of determination has destroyed Belzebeldia. Don't worry, the camera makes him look closer than he really is. As now Jan Ullrich comes to the line, and then the clock will start. Ullrich is second, Zubeldia gets a third, and now Lance Armstrong, you are brilliant. That is a recovery for you. He saves the day.
A recovery as brilliant as that by Stephen Roche against Pedro Delgado in 1987, and maybe as influential on the final destination of the yellow jersey. So the race entered its final week with the top three men, Armstrong, Ullrich and Vinokurov, separated by only 18 seconds, and in front of them the small matter of the Col de Tourmalet and Luzardi-Den.
As he makes his move, and look who goes, Armstrong, and look who follows, Jan Ullrich, but not as sprightly.
Not as sprightly. The big thing about Armstrong, he has the acceleration. When he wants to go on the climb, he can do it. He has now decided, I want to go. You can see the yellow jersey is opening up a slight advantage. Mayo now has to dig deep. Ullrich has got the big gear going. He's coming up to the wheel of the Basque rider, but Armstrong wants to go right now.
Armstrong was waiting for somebody to pull in the flag, and now it was even. Oh, what's happened here? What has happened there? It seemed quite a normal corner. He must have hit somebody in the audience. Mayo has gone. Now the situation. Remember the pair of swords when Ullrich crashed? Armstrong waited. But let's have a look at this now. Still is unclear here exactly what happened.
Can he recover? He's on his same bicycle. His teammate is there right now. He's changed up onto the gear to try and get himself. He's got a teammate there. There is Chechu Riviera. Calm down. Don't panic, Lance. He's saying he's putting his hand down to do this. He's looking over his shoulders. He knows there's a possibility of winning the Tour de France right now, but he's not sure what's happening. There is Vinokurov in front. There is Iban Mayo. He's the man who went down with Armstrong as well.
Oh, what is going on?
There's a problem with his pedals. He has a problem with his pedals.
This is what happened. I think his pedal may have broken. This happened. He didn't hit anybody.
Well,
it was the problem with his pedals.
It was very strange to see that. He's looking down. He now knows he's got a serious problem. Watch this now.
Well, this is awful.
Digging deep, and his foot has just come out. And I don't believe how he's managed to keep it upright there. This man has been on the ground. He almost lost his manhood on the crossbars a few moments ago, and he's decided he wants to go.
But this is the man trying to write his name as equal only to Miguel Indurain with 5 straight wins in the Tour de France. He has gone a long way to doing that today, and he's done it in the most bizarre of circumstance, falling off when he was hooked off his bike by a spectator, and now he's gone away, and Ullrich slowed the group down to let him back in, so they started the climb again together, and then Armstrong went. The American flags are flying now, though. This is a matter of pride again for Armstrong. A massive round of applause. No victory salute from Lance Armstrong. It's who's going to get hold of me, because the clock has started. And 4th place for Jan Ullrich, and I make it about 42 seconds. 40-42, it's not official. But that means Lance were 40-55, 1 minute 15 approximately. Lance now leads the Tour de France. Surely that's enough.
Fahrer selbst ein bisschen schuld. Und ja, denke ich, hat sich nichts getan, so wie er danach gefahren ist. Und ich habe dann auch nicht weiter attackiert. Und ja, Fairness ist, denke ich, alles auch im Radsport. Und ja gut, Lenz war heute der Stärkste. Aber ich habe gekämpft und alle Register gezogen, die ich hatte heute. Habe auch am Tourmalet probiert wegzukommen, aber ja gut, also die Tour ist noch nicht vorbei.
It's the way that it should be. You know, it's when somebody, and in my opinion, when somebody crashes, whether they're in the yellow jersey or whether they're one of the favorites, you don't attack. And then, you know, if we remember, 2 years ago, Jan Ullrich had a big crash on the descent of the Pierre Sword and went off the road, looked awful. And I told at the time, you know, only 3 or 4 guys left. I said, look, we have to wait for him because we don't know if he's okay. We don't know if he's coming back. So the race is neutralized until he gets back. And so, you know, Jan was perhaps had that in mind today, and that was my payback, and I appreciate it.
Technically, the race wasn't over, but it was in all but name. So long, of course, as there weren't any problems on the final time trial.
The riders still off today, including Jan Ullrich, but Armstrong comes home. It looks like a third-place finish, and he knows it's nothing. He's won the Tour de France with 54.19.66.
And the moment that he comes up to the line, rarely do you see him just show this kind of emotion. That's for him, and that's for the team.
As the peloton rolled into Paris, Lance Armstrong was now officially a legend, the newest member of the famous 5-time Winners' Club, joining Jacques Anquetil, Eddy Merckx, Bernard Hinault and Miguel Indurain. The 3 men on the 2003 podium had pushed the race to a new record average speed of 40.94 kilometers an hour, and goodness, it had been close. Cracks had appeared in the previously impervious armour of Armstrong, giving hope to his pursuers for next year. A 6th title, something never before achieved by any cyclist, was maybe too steep a climb even for him.
It was tough, and when it's close and tough, it feels better in the end.
If the 2004 Tour was marked by anything, it was by an epidemic of crashes. The weather meant that the team time trial became a lottery. US Postal, though, were once more in awesome form. The blue train was well and truly rolling.
He's back where he's been for 5 years, the leader of the Tour de France.
In the yellow jersey, Hincapie enjoying the victory. Look at his face now, Lance coming to the front. Look at that smile. It's
incredible.
As wide as the Pacific Ocean as he crosses the line.
Armstrong was back in yellow, but he and the rest of the riders were feeling far from secure, as danger, it seemed, lurked around every corner.
One name was crackling over the race radio at this point. The winner of number 1, Lance Armstrong, somewhere in the middle there, had gone down quite hard. That's his teammate Chechu Ribiera, but just there in front you can actually see Armstrong getting up and back into the race. Not much to worry about, but these crashes can happen at almost any moment out on the roads. It's something you really have to be aware of.
This is Tyler Hamilton here now, and he is in big trouble.
As soon as the race reached the mountains, there was an immediate shakeout among the contenders for Armstrong's yellow jersey. Several of the old guard were dropped unceremoniously.
The riders are being spread eagle, dropped from the group. We have seen Tyler Hamilton in trouble, Levi Leipheimer.
Look at this, Ullrich too. The Kaiser is starting to crack. He doesn't have the acceleration, Phil. He's a huge man.